After more than 3 days of pretrial testimony, a judge ruled Simpson and 3 co-defendants will stand trial for the alleged armed robbery and kidnapping of 2 sports collectors. Arraignment is set in 2 weeks. Susan Filan is MSNBC's senior legal analyst and a former prosecutor, and David Schwartz is a criminal defense attorney. Good to see you both.
Hi, Monica.
Hi. Susan, I'll start with you. We've got a quote that OJ Simpson gave to the Associated Press just after the judge ruled to send the case to trial. We'll show it to the viewers. "If I have any disappointment, it's that I wish a jury was here. As always, I rely on the jury system." So the jury system worked for him before. Will it work for him this time?
It's a very triable case, as we say in the business. It's a defensible case. It's got problems for the prosecution. It's got advantages for the defense. But in the end, if you get past some of the credibility problems of the witnesses and you believe that OJ Simpson did what you can hear him doing on that audio tape, he could be convicted.
All right, David, OJ's lead attorney, Yale Galanter, seems to be looking forward to his day in court. We've got a soundbite from him we'll play.
We haven't seen some of their cards. We've seen all of their cards. I mean, they have called every essential witness in this case. And my only regret about being in Vegas and trying this preliminary hearing over the past 4 days is that we didn't have a jury seated now. Because if there was a jury seated now, my client would be on the way home and this would be over.
Does he have a point, David?
He absolutely. This is the beauty of a preliminary hearing. You get to see all the prosecutor's cards, and they let them all on the table, and it is ugly. It really is ugly. These witnesses have major credibility problems. This is not a robbery case. This is not a kidnapping case. At most, and Susan's laughing, this is a disorderly conduct case.
Yeah, that's what the prosecutor said, look, I didn't pick these guys. These were the guys that OJ was hanging out with. I didn't choose them to put them up here.
If it wasn't OJ, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. This is not how we view a robbery case in the real world. Maybe if you take the textbook approach, maybe you could satisfy the elements of a robbery. But in the real world, he's trying to recover his property. It's a dispute between the dealers and OJ, and this case should not be in court.
I don't know where you were brought up, but in my day,
Brooklyn.
You don't burst into a room with guns. Maybe you do in Brooklyn, but in the real world, you don't burst into a room in a posse with guns to get your stuff back. That's a crime. Now, whether he's going to be convicted of all 12 counts, if you listen to that audio tape, what the witnesses who do have credibility problems say is what is on that audio tape. It is corroborated.
But is Galanter as confident as he sounds? Did they put all of their cards on the table for him, essentially, to now start poking holes into?
They did put their cards on the table. They did call their case, but that's their case. And as you said, Monica, as a prosecutor,
that's what they've got. OJ's lawyer says he's deciding whether to file for a speedy trial. So, initially there were reports that this might be a year away, or maybe not. Maybe it'll be much more quickly.
I think, he could file for a speedy trial. I wouldn't in this case. The defense strategy always is the longer the case goes, the more stale it gets. I think when he saw these witnesses, he really wants to get in there and try the case. But I think in the end, it will take about a year.
All right, David and Susan, thanks so much to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.